Hi, my name is Michelle Bricino, registered dietitian with the Healthy Lifestyle Center Weight Management Department. Today we're going to go over the InBody 270. This is a paper scan that you received at your screening. The first section we're going to look at body composition analysis. It's the first box at the top. So there's going to be a couple things that we're going to look at. Number one, we're going to look at your weight, and that's going to be your weight currently. That weight is then divided into three sections: how much water you have, how much dry lean mass you have, and how much body fat you have. Your water weight, we want it to be at least 50% of your total weight. So if you take that number and divide it by your weight times 100, you should have at least 50 to 70%. If you have lower than 50% water, that means that you're slightly dehydrated, and we want to make sure that you're drinking enough fluids. Box 2, it says muscle fat analysis. The main section we're going to look at is the middle one that says SMM, skeletal muscle mass. At the top of that bar line, there's going to be a little tiny tick marks, and there's one that says 100. This is your percentage. We want to make sure that your muscle is at least at 100% for health reasons. If it is less than that 100% mark, that means that we need to gain muscle mass. If it is over that 100% mark, that means that you have more muscle mass than the average person. So that's a good thing. The more muscle, the more calories your body burns at rest. On the side of that bar is going to be the actual pounds of muscle mass that you have, skeletal muscle mass. Typically, when we look at these three values, your weight, your muscle, and your body fat, we want it to be an E shape, so directly in a line, or we want it to be a D shape, where your muscle is more than your body fat and your total weight. The next one is going to be box 3, which is your obesity analysis. You're going to have two lines here. The first one's your BMI, and BMI is a measurement of health. So it uses your weight and your height, and it gives us a number. And that number is going to put you in a category of underweight, normal weight, overweight, or obesity, and we have classes. Normal weight is going to be 18.5 to 25. Anything above or below is considered abnormal, whether it's underweight or overweight, and we want to make sure that we're getting into this category as much as possible. PBF is considered percentage body fat. Now your percentage is going to be different for men versus women. And also it's also defined by age. So we want to make sure that you are in the normal range. For women, we want you between 25 and 31%. And for men, we want you between 18 and 25%. If you are over the age of 60, then for women, we want 34 to 38%, and men 27 to 32%. So depending on your age and your gender is going to determine where the normal range is for body fat. The next box is going to be the percentage of muscle in each of your limbs, including your torso. So we want to make sure that you're at 100% or greater when it comes to muscle. If you have less than that amount, that means that you need to increase the amount of muscle in that area of your body. Now, just for reference sake, if you have had an injury or an artificial knee or hip or something like that, sometimes those numbers can be skewed. The last section is going to be at the top right of your paper, and that is going to say body fat, lean body mass control. This is going to say body fat mass, and there's going to be a negative. So if it says negative 22, like in the description, that means that you need to lose about 22 pounds to fall into end of the normal range. What I like to tell people is, as a goal, we cut this number in half. So for this person, we would want to be 11 pounds of body fat lighter, and that way they'd be in the middle of that normal range. Lean body mass, if there's a plus, that means you need to gain muscle mass, that you don't have enough muscle mass for health reasons. If there's a 0, that means that you have at least 100% or above, and that's good. We don't need anything additional is personal choice. Basal metabolic rate, so that's that bottom number. You'll see in the description that it's 1168. So that's how many calories that this person burns at rest. Meaning, if you laid in a bed and did absolutely nothing all day long, then this person would need about 1,200 calories to fuel their organs, your muscles, just the general body. If you do any physical activity, walking around, doing the clothes, cooking, anything that makes you move and not just lay down, then we need to add additional calories to that number. When you do physical activity, we add additional numbers on top of that. And then when you're wanting to lose weight, we subtract numbers from that total with normal activity, your basal metabolic rate, and any kind of physical activity in order to get a deficit. If you have any questions, you can contact us at the weight management department at the number below.